What if I told you that two loving fathers, living side by side in a quiet American town, destroyed their sons' futures before breakfast? Every single day? They believed they were raising strong men. They believed they were teaching discipline, but what they were really planting was something far darker, and neither of them saw it coming. Every morning, just as the sun rose over maple trees and mailboxes, the two fathers stepped outside into their yards, and every morning they struck their sons with wooden sticks, not because the boys had done something wrong, not because they had lied, stolen, or disobeyed, but because, as the fathers calmly explained, the day is long. Better to discipline them now, so they don't mess up later. One father always used the right end of the stick. "I'm making him tough," he would say proudly. "The world respects strength." The other father used the left end. "I'm making him kind," he insisted. "He needs to fear doing wrong." They truly believed they were doing the right thing. One morning, an elderly neighbor walking his dog stopped and watched the scene in disbelief. He had lived long enough to recognize patterns before they unfolded. "Tell me," he asked gently, "what did your boys do to deserve this?" "Nothing," the fathers replied. "Then why punish them?" "So they won't fail later," they answered in unison. The old man sighed. "You cannot beat goodness into a child," he said softly. "And you cannot strike fear out of him without striking something else away." But the fathers dismissed him. They believed experience had made them right. Years passed. The boy raised to be strong grew into a young man who never argued, never resisted, never decided for himself. He became whatever others wanted him to be. He was pushed around at school, ignored at work, used in relationships. His father had not made him strong. He had beaten the will out of him. Meanwhile, the boy raised to be kind became feared in town. He learned that pain comes before trust. Control comes through intimidation. He grew cold, angry, dangerous. His father had not made him kind. He had planted rage deep inside his heart. And both fathers began to understand too late. And every morning, as the sun rose again over those same quiet houses, the two fathers walked into their yards. They held the same sticks. But now, there were no sons standing before them, only regret. And so they struck themselves, not out of discipline, but out of guilt, because they finally understood. The stick had always had two ends, but no matter which end you choose, it still hurts the child. Discipline is not about fear. Strength is not born from pain. And kindness does not grow from intimidation. Children do not become better because we hurt them in advance. They become better because we teach them with patience, guide them with consistency, and love them without conditions. Every action we take as parents echoes years into the future. So here is the question. Are we raising children who are afraid, or children who are confident enough to face the world? I would truly love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe strict discipline builds character or breaks it? Share your perspective in the comments below. Let's have an honest conversation.